What's up, everybody? I am so happy. Want to see why? Bam! I am so happy that the main gear is finally done. Like, done. It's kind of surreal, actually, that it's done. Sounds weird to say. It's done. On to tomorrow. Tomorrow's plan is right here in the center. I've got to drill a hole. Boink. That's where the nose wheel boom thing is going to bolt through, and it's also going to tie in up here to where this hole comes through. Sorry. Again, I'm using my phone. I'm sorry. I did have my GoPro on my head strapped there on top of that sheet. But what happened was I started filming, and I know I hit record, and I hear I had just finished everything up, and I hear a beep, 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 beep. And I look, and it said, card error. And I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. So I take it inside, I check it on the computer. Lo and behold, it recorded nothing. Nothing. I've been in here for 4 hours. Nothing. Oh, well. I'm not too worried about it because I get to update you guys this way for now. But, oh my gosh. It just looks so good. Those mount brackets worked way better than I ever could have imagined. And they leave enough space in there for compression. Same on that side. So, yeah. I'm really excited. Well, you might be wondering what I did to get the angle right for the tires. And I didn't measure per se because the plates are in slightly different locations. This one is slightly closer to the edge. I'm just using the holes. These are actually not going to stay here. These are going to be on the outside of the fuselage A-frame gusset plates. They're just sitting here for now, just so I could get all the holes drilled and everything. And this side, as you can see, is a little bit farther back. So I had to do some fandangling and adjusting. But, I mean, that's what we do. We adjust where we need to adjust. And I'm not going to say cut corners because I definitely did not cut any corners. I made sure I measured. Oh, yeah. So I put... Where'd she go? There you are. I put this bar here. Actually, it was more like over here. Made sure it was aligned properly. And then made some measurements there to the top of the tire. And then once I was happy, I put a square to the side of the tire. Now I know that's not going to be entirely accurate, but I only need it to be roughly accurate enough that it's going to land properly and not going to shimmy off the road, or off the runway. So I put a square there up against here, and I adjusted what I needed to adjust, marked the holes, drilled them with Brother Drill Press, and yeah, it worked all right, I would say. I don't know. I just think that looks so nice having... Ow! Yes, I'm going to end up cutting those off, but I'm going to leave them long so I know exactly how long I need them to be on the plane. So for now, they get to stay there until tomorrow when I bolt everything on. But those just look so good on there, don't they? It'd be cool if they're like blue or something. I don't know. I love a good like electric blue. If you know what I'm talking about, yeah, hit me up in the comments. Orange is my favorite color. Maybe I'll anodize them someday. I don't know. I'm just talking now. But yeah, these are all pumped up now. And I did have this on the ground and I tested the shock rate. It's a little hard, but again, the weight of the plane isn't on top of it. I was just trying to compress it by myself. And I was worried that I was going to have too much, what is it called? Again, I don't know what it's called, but when you land, say the runway's coming this way, you land, the tire hits, it's going to want to pull it back. I thought I was going to have more of that. But once I tightened these bolts down, this one and the shocks here, everything is so tightly aligned that there's no play, and the sound I'm hearing is just in the axle up front here. So again, that's axle, that's not trying to shake it back and forth. Of course, by my own strength is different than when the plane is actually landing, but so far, so good. I am so pleased with how everything worked out. You might be wondering why I drilled a hole in the end of that plug. Well, when I took this axle off, it was full of water. Huh, go figure. So this hole here is where the fuselage frame comes across and bolts to this, and then bolts to here. Now, I was worried about there being too much force just on these two bolts, but then I remembered there's this whole gusset plate here that any forces, the landing forces, will be translated through the A-frame. I am probably going to add another brace from the top of the A-frame down to the front of the fuselage just to help brace things up, but I won't know anything until I test it out. And so far, it's looking like, well, now that this is done, all the landing gear will hopefully be bolted on tomorrow. That feels good to say, finally. Of course, things can go wrong and might have to change, but I'm optimistic. Tomorrow, landing gear is going on, and it is never coming back off. Have my fingers crossed. Anyway, I'm happy. I'm really happy. I need a break. I've been out here for 4 hours. It's hot outside, and it's absolutely beautiful. Flowers are growing. Garden is being planted this weekend as well. And for all of you watching, happy Mother's Day. I'll probably reiterate that again tomorrow, but happy Mother's Day. If I don't see you, happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day. Mothers are important. Very important. And for any of you who grew up without a mother, I am sorry. That's hard. Anyway. I'm going to sign off. I'm so happy. I'm going to be giddy for the rest of the night. Oh, man. Feels good to finally have this done. Anyway, I will check in with you all tomorrow. You know what to do. Like, subscribe. Join me on my next adventure. It's going to be soon. Ciao.